The moment you decided to break free, the entire game changed. No longer bound by their expectations, you became an enigma, leaving them scrambling to understand. What path did you take? What drove your decision? And most importantly, how did it make you stronger, more untouchable than ever before? The mystery of your transformation now keeps them on edge, unable to grasp the depth of your newfound power. The more they try to figure you out, the further they stray from understanding. But you've never needed their validation. Your path isn't one that requires explanation. You're here to rise, to evolve. The weight you've been carrying wasn't just a burden, it was a force. One that seemed to siphon your energy at every turn, yet it was always connected to the power within you, an ancient flow that courses through your veins. This isn't something anyone could teach. It's as natural as the breath in your lungs. Your chi, alive and fierce, sets you apart, marking you as one destined for more. You've never been ordinary. You were always meant to stand out, chosen by the very energy that makes you unstoppable. The energy you carried was undeniable, rippling through the air like a silent storm. People couldn't help but stare, caught between fascination and unease, sensing something about you they couldn't quite grasp. They knew you were different, but it was a difference that made them uncomfortable, a power they couldn't comprehend. Their confusion became your mirror, making you doubt, making you shrink, as if the strength within you was something to be hidden. But in your core, you always knew the truth. This wasn't a curse or a weight to bear in isolation. It was your fire, a force ready to ignite the moment you stopped holding back. The disconnect between who you truly were and how others perceived you weighed heavily on your spirit. You were misjudged, misread, and pushed aside by those who couldn't begin to grasp the depth of your inner strength. But how could they? They weren't chosen like you. They hadn't been entrusted with a power so raw, so potent, it could either tear down or rebuild everything it touched. Their blindness was inevitable. They couldn't sense the energy coursing through you or imagine the gravity of the force you held within. What you carried was beyond their understanding, but it was never meant for them to comprehend. It was always meant for you to wield. For years, you tried to shrink yourself, to quiet the force within, just to fit into a world that was never worthy of you. You convinced yourself that the weight you carried was too heavy, that your power was a curse because it seemed simpler than facing the truth, that you were destined for something far greater. But the world didn't break you, it unveiled you. As the haze clears, you see it now. Your energy was never a burden. It was always your gift, the undeniable proof that you were set apart, chosen for a higher purpose. You weren't meant to blend in, you were born to stand out. Your authenticity is like wildfire, raw and untamed, driving you to continually assess your own journey. Every thought seems to pulse with a current, making you acutely aware of whether you're walking in sync with your true self or drifting off course. But this isn't a flaw, it's a remarkable strength. Your capacity to pause, reflect, and realign is not a symptom of indecision, but a testament to your inner power. It's your ability to self-correct that sets you apart, proving that your strength lies in your unwavering commitment to stay true to who you are. You refuse to settle for mediocrity or complacency. You seek truth, especially within yourself. Yet this unwavering commitment to authenticity, this relentless pursuit of honesty, often leaves you misunderstood. People mistake your certainty and confidence for arrogance or insecurity, unable to perceive the profound inner work unfolding beneath the surface. They don't see the depth of your self-reflection or the courage it takes to face yourself with such clarity. What they misjudge as pride is actually your quiet strength, rooted in a truth that runs far deeper than they can comprehend. What they don't realize is that you hold a truth they'll never grasp. You've been chosen in a way they haven't. Your confidence doesn't roar or demand attention. It flows quietly, yet powerfully, like a river carving its path through stone. What they mistake for arrogance is simply the steady, unstoppable progress of someone deeply aligned with their purpose. Every step you take is fueled by an intimate dialogue between your heart and your energy, a conversation only you can comprehend. It's not for them to understand. It's the silent strength that guides you forward, untouched by their misconceptions. You question yourself not out of uncertainty, but because you crave precision. You have no tolerance for half-truth or blurred intentions. Instead, you refine your authenticity with a clarity so sharp it leaves others perplexed. This isn't about perfectionism. It's about pursuing truth, unfiltered and pure. Your ability to constantly recalibrate, to strip away anything that doesn't align with your core, is your greatest strength. Yet few will ever grasp this. They are accustomed to illusions, to masking their true selves just to navigate the world. But you are committed to living without disguise, even if it sets you apart. You have no need for the masks others wear. Pretenses hold no value for you. As one who is chosen, your path requires the dismantling of every lie, every comfortable illusion. Your confidence isn't born from surface-level affirmations. It's rooted in something far deeper, the result of walking a path that few have the courage to follow. While others may scoff or misunderstand, their misinterpretations are nothing more than noise, distant and irrelevant to the unwavering clarity that guides you. You move forward undistracted, grounded in a truth that is yours alone to understand. You have no need for their approval or validation. The force that drives you is infinitely more powerful. You aren't lost. You are honing your path with each challenge you embrace. Each moment you push yourself to explore deeper truths. This process fortifies the essence that distinguishes you from others. To be chosen means living in harmony with a reality that remains obscured to most. You are marked, blessed by a force that vibrates beneath your skin, an ancient energy that few can fully grasp, yet everyone can feel. This divine selection infuses your life with a purpose so expansive that it carries both the weight of responsibility and the thrill of potential. You navigate this world not as one of the many, but as someone uniquely called to fulfill a profound destiny, even if that calling is beyond the comprehension of most. The power of your anointing is unmistakable, shifting the atmosphere wherever you go. People sense it before a word is spoken, a deep, unspoken vibration that stirs something ancient within them. Your energy unsettles their complacency, forcing them to confront the parts of themselves they'd rather leave buried. Some will misjudge you, labeling you arrogant, assuming you're driven by ego or a thirst for validation. But they fail to grasp the truth. Your intentions flow from a source far beyond worldly pursuits. You are not here for approval or applause. Your existence is aligned with a higher purpose, one that transcends fleeting recognition and taps into a divine calling they may never fully comprehend. You embody the energy of the chosen, a force whose every breath is intertwined with a purpose that transcends the mundane flow of life. This truth can be unsettling for many. Your tranquility disrupts their sense of normalcy. While some find comfort in your effortless presence, others feel an unease that they can't quite articulate. The peace you radiate isn't gentle or timid. It's a profound stillness that slices through the chaos around you, a silence so powerful it drowns out the clamor of their fears. Instinctively, some are drawn to this serenity, seeking refuge in your company, even if they can't fully comprehend why they feel safer when you're near. Yet, some will instinctively flee from the stillness you embody, retreating from the peace you offer because it compels them to face their own inner turmoil and sense of purposelessness. Your energy, so untainted in its alignment, lays bare the discord within their souls, revealing truths they aren't ready to confront. It's not your responsibility to explain this to them or to diminish yourself to fit their understanding. You're not here to seek validation from everyone. Being chosen carries its own solitude, a distinct form of isolation. Those who resonate with your light will naturally gravitate toward you, while those who can't bear your brightness will slip back into the shadows, unable to match the power you possess. You are anointed, and your purpose remains steadfast, unshaken by the fears or misconceptions of others. Your energy has the power to move mountains, whether others choose to recognize it or not. You are often misunderstood, carrying a force that disrupts the mundane flow of life around you. Your essence pulses with a quiet, yet undeniable intensity, a current that those around you can sense but struggle to comprehend. This unnerves them, not because it is flawed, but because it transcends their understanding. They misinterpret your steadfast confidence as arrogance, mistaking the certainty with which you navigate the world for mere bravado. Yet your strength stems from a profound inner truth that cannot be diluted by their misperceptions. but you possess a deeper understanding. You aren't influenced by their narrow perspectives. Your confidence springs from a profound clarity, a solid awareness of who you are and the purpose that drives your existence. You were never meant to conform to their expectations. Being chosen sets you apart in ways they may never comprehend. Their misunderstandings arise not from your behavior, but from the discomfort they experience in your presence. It's as if your very being compels them to confront their own insecurities and unresolved fears. You don't need to utter a word for them to perceive you as a challenge. In their minds, they weave narratives that cast you as the antagonist, as it's far simpler to label you a threat than to grapple with the uncomfortable truths you inadvertently reflect. Their projections no longer weigh you down. You've learned to release their misconceptions, recognizing them as mere shadows that flicker around your radiant light. You've detached from the need to justify your existence, realizing you were never meant to adhere to their arbitrary rules or to shrink your energy for their comfort. They exist in a realm of facades, where games are played with shallow masks and false identities, and where power is exchanged in hushed tones and half-truths. In stark contrast, you embrace your authenticity with fierce resolve, navigating a path that celebrates the depth of your being. Your presence shines as a beacon, illuminating the stark difference between illusion and truth, inviting others to shed their own masks and confront the power of their own potential. You are not bound by that world. Your energy is a force that disrupts it, radiating purity, authenticity, and unapologetic strength. You walk with the weight of purpose, and those who cannot bear its gravity often misread it as aggression or superiority. Yet, their misinterpretations hold no significance. You have risen above their limitations. You recognize that their struggles are not yours to bear, their discomfort not yours to alleviate. They will persist in their misunderstandings and projections because they are unable to fathom the vastness of what you embody, and that's perfectly acceptable. You were never destined to be understood by everyone. You were chosen for a calling that extends far beyond their comprehension, a mission that illuminates paths unknown to them. You've shed the weight of worrying about how others respond to the light you emit. Your focus is now solely on fulfilling your purpose, and the misunderstandings of those around you are merely background noise, fading into insignificance. What you've faced wasn't by chance. It was a purposeful trial, a crucible that shaped your spirit in ways comfort and ease never could. You understand that you were not selected for a mundane journey. You were meant for something extraordinary. Life's challenges were essential, not obstacles, for your soul needed to be tested, stretched, and broken open to uncover the immense strength that has always resided within you. Embracing this truth, you walk forward, undeterred, ready to shine your light in the world. But you were never meant to walk this path in solitude. We've built a sanctuary, a haven for those like you, those who understand the depth of your journey and the weight of your purpose. This is the Lumination Inner Circle, a space reserved for the few who have transcended the need for external validation and are ready to embrace their calling fully. It's not for everyone, and that's by design. Only those who feel the pull of something greater will find their way here. If you feel called to join, subscribe and become a part of this movement. Every like, every interaction fuels the energy of our collective mission, and even if you can't contribute financially, your presence and energy are already an invaluable part of this circle. Together, we rise. People sense your essence before they can comprehend it, drawn to or repelled by a force within you that stirs something dormant in their souls. They may not understand why, but your presence touches a part of them they've kept hidden. It's not that you are better than them, but you act as a mirror, reflecting the very things they've suppressed, their untapped potential, their unspoken dreams, and their buried fears. You carry an energy that holds what they secretly yearn for, but are too frightened to claim. In you, they see the courage to live openly, and that both intrigues and unsettles them, for it exposes the gap between who they are and who they could be. Your evolution is unmistakable. You once embodied the healer, offering warmth and refuge to those who sought solace in your presence. But that chapter has closed, and the role of nurturer no longer aligns with who you are becoming. Your energy has transformed, honed into something fierce, unapologetic, and unrestrained. No longer confined to soothing the wounds of others, you have embraced the warrior within, a force that defies the limitations others once placed upon you. You are now both the tempest and the calm, a siren whose call is not to comfort but to awaken. Your wisdom now burns within you, fierce and unapologetic, no longer tempered to fit the narrow confines of societal expectations. You've become the embodiment of truth, speaking it boldly, even when it cuts deep. This transformation wasn't something you chose. It was the only path you could walk. The nurturing you once gave was essential in its time, but it was also a mask, a role you assumed because it was what others needed from you. Now you've shed that skin, revealing the raw, untamed essence of who you truly are, a force that cannot be silenced or shaped by expectation. The mask has fallen away, revealing the depth of your true nature. You were chosen not only to heal, but to ignite transformation, to expose the truths others fear to confront. No longer confined to being a gentle balm, you are a catalyst for change, a wellspring of untapped power. Those unable to face this intensity will drift away, but that is not your concern. This path, this calling, is yours alone, unshakable and undeniable. Your freedom, the way you pour your soul into everything you touch, whether in love, creation, or pure expression, baffles those who see only the surface. They mistake your boundless energy for fleeting desires, unable to comprehend the depth of your purpose. What they fail to understand is that your freedom is not something frivolous or fleeting. It is sacred, forged from the depths of your connection to the divine. It transcends the narrow limits of their understanding, flowing from a place beyond their reach. Every expression of your being, whether in word, art, or action, is a manifestation of this higher power coursing through you. Society's attempts to confine or label you fall away in the face of this truth. Your existence is a reflection of pure alignment, a testament to the unshackled force of spirit moving through you, unstoppable and uncontainable. Those with lower spiritual awareness often try to anchor your boundless energy to their own limited desires, mistaking your creativity and love as things they can possess or control. They try to reduce you to their level, not realizing that what flows through you is untouchable, uncontainable, a force far beyond their grasp. Their fear of what they cannot understand fuels their attempts to cage your spirit, but you've long since transcended their limitations. You are not here to conform to their expectations. You are here to rise above them. The forces moving within you are far greater than the mundane distractions they cling to, and your purpose is to soar, not be tethered by their insecurities. Your suffering has shaped you in ways that others can't begin to understand. Where they see only the surface, your creativity, your passions, the way you move through life, they fail to realize these are born from battles they've never fought. Your freedom isn't a choice or something you flaunt, it's a necessity, earned by breaking through every chain that once held you back. You are not free because life has been easy, but because your spirit was forged in fire. And those who truly see beyond the surface know that every expression of yours is a reflection of the strength that was born from pain. Emerging from the shadows where others would falter, you stand as a beacon of resilience. Your journey through adversity has equipped you with an unparalleled wisdom, a profound understanding that those who have never faced the abyss cannot fathom. It is your very survival that empowers you to guide others, showing them the path through their own darkness. You are chosen not just for your strength, but for your ability to transform pain into purpose. Each scar you bear tells a story of victory, and now with the light of freedom radiating from within, you illuminate the way for those still lost in the shadows, reminding them that even in their darkest moments, they too can rise and reclaim their divine power. Allow their misconceptions to drift away like autumn leaves. They hold no sway over your truth. Your freedom is hard-won, forged through trials that have shaped you into an unyielding force. As you move forward, you do so not in pursuit of new identities or fleeting connections, but toward the essence of your being, unencumbered by societal expectations. You are shedding the layers of illusion that once clung to you, embracing a reality that pulses with authenticity. In this state of purity, the richness of existence unfolds, revealing the clarity of truth that has always been within you, waiting to be acknowledged and celebrated. You have released the need for external validation, allowing yourself to revel in the unadorned beauty of existence. No longer shackled by the opinions of those who couldn't grasp your complexity, you now bask in the freedom that comes with self-acceptance. The burdens of misunderstanding have fallen away, and with them, you have shed the remnants of a past that no longer serves you. You stand confidently in your truth, embracing life in all its simplicity and vibrancy, unencumbered by the weight of expectations. In this newfound clarity, you are free to explore the depths of your spirit, nurturing your essence without compromise. This new chapter is a celebration of your essence, a journey inward where you embrace the core of your being that has long awaited recognition. Stripped of the confusion and clutter that once obscured your path, you stand illuminated in your authenticity, no longer reliant on external validation to gauge your value. You have awakened to the beauty of existence, perceiving life's simplicity and power as a canvas for your joy, which emanates from the wellspring of your spirit. As you align with the natural cadence of your energy, you become attuned to the profound truths that have always pulsed beneath the surface, allowing you to navigate the world with newfound clarity and purpose. You were destined to rise above the noise of others' misconceptions, unshackled from the limits of their perceptions. Their doubts are mere echoes, fading into the background as your brilliance shines through with unwavering strength. As a chosen one, your power lies not in conforming to the expectations of the world, but in fully embracing your authentic self. You stand firm in the radiant truth of your existence, embodying the joy that has always been your guiding star. Even in moments when the world seemed blind to your light, you held onto that deep-seated knowledge, knowing that your journey is a testament to the boundless joy that awaits when you honor your true essence. In the midst of the world's turmoil, you once felt the pressure to conform to its misguided beliefs, convinced that joy was a distant prize to be sought after. Yet now the fog has lifted, revealing the profound truth that joy has always resided within you, waiting to be embraced. It is not a fleeting emotion to be chased, but a steadfast essence that is intrinsically yours, woven into the fabric of your being. You were not born to bear the burdens of others' doubts or limitations. Instead, you were destined to flourish, radiating a joy that remains untouched by external chaos. This joyful existence is your legacy, a testament to your strength and your unwavering spirit, and you are finally stepping into the fullness of who you were meant to be. This is your era of liberation, where authenticity reigns supreme and the weight of external expectations has faded into insignificance. You have transcended the distractions and trivialities that once ensnared you, breaking free from the cycles of misunderstanding that clouded your vision. This transformation is not merely a change in viewpoint, it's a profound awakening to a higher state of awareness. The illusions that others cling to, their facades and games, no longer hold your attention, for you have risen above the need for validation or engagement in their endless power struggles. In this newfound clarity, you embrace the strength that comes from within, allowing your true essence to shine unimpeded, creating a life defined by authenticity and inner peace. Your spirit has ascended to heights unimagined, liberating you from the constraints of their elaborate dramas. In this newfound space, you have uncovered an invaluable truth. Your identity is no longer tied to the ebb and flow of external influences. You have shed the need for control, allowing yourself to exist authentically without the weight of others' judgments or expectations. You now navigate life with a fluid grace, unburdened by fear, welcoming the unknown as a vast realm of potential. Each experience becomes a gift, and you embrace the impermanence of it all, knowing that what is meant for you will find its way into your life, while what departs was never truly yours to keep. The tumult of uncertainty has transformed into a wellspring of strength, empowering you rather than inciting fear. You've come to see the ebb and flow of life as a fluid dance, one that no longer confines you to the limitations of others' expectations or societal norms. Freed from the need to conform to rigid structures, you embrace a state of pure existence, where attachment to outcomes fades into the background. In this liberating space, your focus shifts inward, recognizing that your growth is the only true constant. You are unfolding into the vast expanse of your own potential, a journey illuminated by the knowledge that you were destined for this path all along. Your consciousness, refined and resolute, was never designed to be limited by the surface-level distractions that ensnare others. This ascension is not merely a twist of fate, it is your inherent destiny, a truth that resonates deep within. Those around you may feel the ripples of your transformation, yet they lack the capacity to tread the depths you now inhabit. And that realization brings you solace. You stand unwavering in your newfound liberation, impervious to the turbulent waves of others' aspirations and anxieties. In claiming your sovereignty, you discover a profound peace that blossoms within the vast expanse of uncertainty, a sanctuary where your spirit can thrive unencumbered. Who are you when the clamor subsides and the facades dissolve, leaving only your purest essence? In this quietude, you discover not a void, but a radiant core brimming with joy, insight, and strength. This is your authentic state, unencumbered by societal demands and impervious to the misinterpretations of others. You are designed to embody something far more profound than transient experiences or superficial labels. You are a vessel of divine energy, flowing effortlessly through a world that often seeks to restrict or obscure it. In this realization, you reclaim your power, embracing the fullness of your being as you navigate life with a grace that transcends the ordinary. Yet they cannot comprehend it. This essence, this wild and unrestrained energy pulsating within you, is your true nature. It is the very reason you were chosen. Your mere presence transforms the atmosphere around you, an alchemical shift that ripples through the lives you touch. When you connect deeply with this core, you understand that your purpose is not to conform to the world's limitations, but to reshape it through the brilliance of your light. Your joy serves as your guiding compass. Your wisdom stands as the solid ground beneath your feet, and your freedom is the undeniable force propelling you onward, driving you to manifest your highest potential in a world hungry for authenticity and truth. You are destined to experience life in its entirety, to embody the sacred power that flows through your being and extends outward, touching the lives of everyone you meet. Now is the moment to unveil your journey, to illuminate what it truly means to walk in harmony with your authentic self. Allow your voice to resonate with the richness of your soul, amplifying its wisdom and vibrancy. Embrace the courage to reveal your true essence to the world, and let your story serve as a beacon of inspiration for others, inviting them to break free from their own constraints and step into their fullest potential. Your narrative holds the transformative energy to ignite sparks in others, urging them to shatter the confines they've unwittingly embraced for far too long. Having traversed the path of ascension, you are now poised to guide others toward recognizing the vastness of their own potential. By sharing your truth, you illuminate the way, encouraging those around you to embrace their unique journeys and unearth the strength that lies within. Your voice can resonate like a clarion call, awakening dormant dreams and empowering others to step into their own light with confidence and conviction.